Everything was fine. So I would go get sonograms and stuff like that. They asked me did I want to do that test where they check for the baby with Down syndrome and other stuff. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. So I didn't. And I just, was like, you know what? God got us. We're going to be fine. Everything's okay. And everything's okay with this baby. Fast forward to my labor and delivery. So they told me that I had diabetes and I also had high blood pressure. But they told me that they was going to tell me to deliver a week before, which I was at 40 weeks already at the time that they told me to go because my pressure had gotten extremely high. So I had went to the hospital. They was like, we're going to induce you tomorrow. Okay. So went to the hospital. They did not have a bed for me. Okay. Them beds was filled up. Everybody 10 months ago have their legs like this, apparently, because it was like no beds there at all. So they told me to come back and they was going to induce me the next day. They did have a bed the next day. They induced me. And I was in labor for 24 more hours after that. I was high risk. I like to tell everybody that I was high risk because of my weight and my age. And I was having contractions, but they were basically meaningless contractions because they weren't working. Like my cervix was not opening up, nothing was happening. Okay. So they basically induced me for nothing and it didn't work. So after that, I was like, okay, y'all got to get this baby out of me. These contractions is kicking my ass anyway. Can you get this child out of me? So about 2 o'clock that day, PM, they was like, we're going to go ahead and we're going to give you a C-section. Do you want a wheelchair, ma'am? No, I don't. I can walk down there, okay? And that's what I did. I would stop having contraction, keep on going. Y'all get this epidural in my back. Let's get this show on the road. I'm tired, okay? She was born, I think it's around 2:43. Okay. And she was like the most beautiful baby I've ever seen. And she was really, really big. She was 8 pounds, 13 ounces. And I was just like, oh my God, like I just really just birthed a human. Like, you are somebody's mom. Like, what is this? And they hand them right to you. They don't keep them in no nurseries or nothing. They're stuck with you the whole time, okay? The only time that baby leaves is if it's going to get checked out, to make sure doing all the tests. And again, all the tests panned out. Everything was fine. Her hearing was fine. Everything was fine. Okay? Nothing. No issues or anything. Okay? We went home within that 2-day frame. I mean, even though I did have a C-section, but they still, everything was still fine. And I left for